Hey guys, XRNX back again. We are playing Dying Light 2 again. We're just going to do a quick little video of the skills of the game. So we're just going to look through step by step. We're going to go start with the combat. I have one upgrade here. Let's just apply it to my health. Really nice, even level 4, level 4. So, I think we should talk about the combat first and then we move on to the parkour skills. So first of all, the first one you get in the game is Vault Kick. That is, as you can see in the video, so when you stagger an opponent, you get the option to jump over them, press another button, and you will kick straight into the enemy that is you're looking at. So we got that one. Then you go on to these four. You'll get next, obviously depending on your health and whichever points you got. Go with this side first. We'll perfect dodge. With this skill, obviously, you time it correctly, you will stagger an enemy when you dodge a skill rather than when you parry them. So when you block their attacks, you'll perfect parry here, so, which is pretty much the same thing as perfect dodge. You perfectly time it, you block an opponent's attack, you stagger them, and then you'll get to use a vault kick as well. After the perfect dodge, you will have the grapple ability, which is if you time it correctly, press a certain button and you will throw an enemy in the direction you are facing or pointing. So as it says here, when an enemy moves towards you, press F and add a direction, which is SAOD. Instead of W, not W there, once you walk towards them. So he'll grapple staggers an enemy. And then after that, you have grapple throw. So you're basically an upgraded version of the grapple ability. So same thing applies, hold F for grapple to increase its force. So that's basically just an upgrade of the grapple. You'll hold F rather than pressing it. Then after the perfect parry, you have block charge. When blocking, charge at an enemy in front of you and knock them to the ground. Hold V when blocking. So also you'll block an enemy, and rather than blocking them, you will wrestle them to the ground. That's shown in the video. And another one that's straight from perfect parry is block projectiles. So as it says on the title, you'll block any projectiles by blocking them. Any projectiles coming at you, you'll block them so long as you time it right. After that, deflect projectiles. So same thing applies here. Block projectiles, you will deflect the projectiles back at the enemy. Once you do a perfect block, you'll send it back to the attacker. On the other side here, stab. This is a stealth ability. Quickly take down an unaware enemy. Requires a knife. So you will require a certain weapon for this. It seems pretty brutal if you ask me. And after this, stab follow up. Automatically throw a knife at another enemy after performing stab. Also requires a knife. So after this, you'll perform a silent takedown and then you will throw a knife at another enemy. So you're essentially doing 2 takedowns at once. So we've got ledge takedown here, a little bit of Assassin's Creed on this one. Quickly take down enemies by pulling them down from a ledge. So obviously you hang on a ledge, see an enemy on near the ledge, pull them down, they'll stealth takedown. Another one on this side of the skill tree, smash enemy's head while dropping onto them from above. So it seems like a stealth takedown again, pretty much a air assassination. So as you're landing on an enemy, press F when looking at an enemy from above. So that's another stealth takedown there. This is going to be another sort of upgrade for smash. Perform a jump right after smash, giving you the opportunity to follow up another aerial attack. So you'll be given another opportunity to do another double kill with there. Over to this side of the combat skill tree, air kick. When dropping onto an enemy from above, nail them with a power kick. While high in the air, look down at an enemy and hold E to execute. So as you're falling on an enemy, look at them, hold E, you will drop kick them basically. Vault power kick. I think this is essentially an upgrade to the vault kick. So add force to your vault kick and send enemies flying. So it's basically an upgrade from the vault kick. You will send them even further once you vault kick another enemy. Drop kick. Perform a powerful kick while jumping. This is, if anyone played Dying Light 1, you should remember this. It is essentially just what it says in the thing, a drop kick. Run at an enemy and hold spacebar to jump, then press E twice while in the air. So you'll drop kick an enemy off a roof into another enemy, wherever you want. Head Stomp, another one from Dying Light 1. Head Stomp enemies that lay on the ground, so you will stomp an enemy, essentially a quick execute on an enemy who's on the ground. Power Attack, so this is just for your average combat. From a powerful attack that deals more damage, interrupts enemy attacks and blocks. So if an enemy's blocking or about to attack you, you will use this attack to stagger them or to stop them from doing that. Ground Pound. Another one that's from Dying Light 1, just not as cool because Dying Light 2 is way cooler. Boom, powerful attack while in mid-air. Hold the left mouse button if you're on PC. Hold left mouse button when jumping or falling. Successful ground pound staggers all enemies within a short range. So that could be used as well if you, say, falling from a height, you want to save yourself, or if you do just want to stagger a group of enemies. Windmill. I think this is another one. I never really used heavy-handed weapons in Dying Light 1, but yeah, perform powerful attack that hits all enemies around you. You'll notice a goon does this in this game. He has a little windmill attack. Hold to charge, a power attack, and press a certain button, caps lock if you're on PC, to perform that. Okay, this one is for ranged attacks when you have a bow or crossbow. Piercing aim, increase your aim with all ranged weapons. Hold control for PC while using a ranged weapon to execute. So you will need a crossbow and or a bow and or a crossbow for this skill. But it seems pretty cool. I can't wait to get one of those. Power Shot. Adds piercing and bonus damage to all ranged weapons. So this is essentially a passive upgrade for your ranged weapons, for bows and or crossbows. A Serial Shot. Allow you to fire up to 3 projectiles at the same time. Hold control to trigger piercing aim and mark up to 3 enemy targets and release to open fire. So this is a sort of an AoE attack, so you can hit more than one enemy at a time. Parkour Shot. Gain the ability to use ranged weapons while parkouring. With a ranged weapon equipped, hold left mouse button for PC during parkour moves, jumps, tic-tacs, etc. to aim more precisely. So it's like a sort of a hunter's skill. So it's just, obviously, as you see on the video, it slows down time, so you get a good aim. And so he's doing a jump there, then he slows down, he shoots, and he does a slide, and then he shoots. So it slows down time, so you can get a nice precision shot. So that's all the combat weapons, all the combat abilities. Now we move on to the parkour abilities here. High jump. So this is one of the first skills you get in the game. Essentially, it allows you hold the jump button, whichever you're playing on, and it will just you jump higher, so you can reach higher ledges, as it says in the description. So we'll do the left side first for the parkour abilities. Active landing. This one I find has saved me a lot when playing it, 'cause I am honestly terrible at parkour. If you see my other videos, you'll see. Reduce fall damage and keep your momentum. Press landing button for landing. So if you fall from a great height, as you see in the video, you will save yourself from fall damage and keep your momentum if you're running from a chase, if you're chasing enemies, etc. Safe landing. Increase the height from which you can land without taking any damage. So essentially you will probably obsolete this skill, but it's still useful if you want to keep, obviously this skill keeps your momentum. You'll fall from a better height. It's a passive skill, so you can land higher without damage, basically. Landing jump. Jump instantly from an active landing. Press space when you hit the ground with an active landing. So if you land with this button, so reduce your fall damage, keep your momentum, you will land with that, and then you will jump instantly with this button. So with the jump button, you will jump instantly, as you see in the video. Far jump. Now this is one of the really, really cool skills that you will get in Dying Light 2. You will vault an obstacle, so you do a monkey vault as you see in the video, and then you will do a far jump, so you'll essentially spring yourself from that obstacle. A double jump. Anyone who plays video games knows what a double jump is. Reach even greater heights while jumping off obstacles. You will press the jump button twice, you will jump twice. Rotate jump. Doing 180 degrees during a jump. Press the button while in the air. So if you want to, as you see in the video, he's jumping and then going straight into a building. You can do this in a chase to lose whatever's chasing you, or during a chase if you're chasing someone, you will just do a 180 degree turn. Dart. Now this is a very cool skill. Temporarily increase your movement speed, which will allow you to jump across wider gaps. So if you've got a big street in front of you, like he's doing in here, he wants to jump across a far building, you will dart, you will build up momentum, and then you will just be able to jump even further. Dash. Dash for as long as your stamina lasts. This is essentially a sprint ability. So as long as you've got stamina, as you will notice in most games, you will just run a lot faster and yeah, just have momentum. After boost. Create a brief burst of speed after performing a specific parkour move. So shift after climb, active landing, etc. So perform these skills, these parkours, you have a little boost of speed. Seems like a passive skill. Enemy jump. Jump off enemies while in dart or dash. So that comes off these two skills. If you're running towards an enemy, you will be able to vault them and jump into a building or just over a group of enemies you're trying to escape from, anything like that. Bash. Bash, this is also from Dying Light 1 briefly. It's not as powerful in Dying Light 1 as it looks in here, but bash through obstacles and enemies without stopping. So if you're doing a chase, you've got a group of zombies in front of you, you will just plow through them and yeah, you keep momentum, you can keep running. So that's that side of the parkour tree. And we'll move on to this side now. This is also one of the other first skills you get for parkour skills, is firm grip. So make a last climb on ledges, even when your stamina is gone, and briefly maintain your grip when you land on ledges. So if you're jumping over a ledge and you just about grab it, you will maintain that grip and you will make that jump. You won't take any full damage from that then, and be embarrassed. And if your stamina has run out and you're on the last climb to get to the top of the building, you will maintain that and be able to climb up on top. And again, not full. Fast climb is essentially a passive ability, just move faster when you climb in and parkour in, etc. Ledge jump, jump while climbing on ledges to get higher more quickly. So another passive skill, if you've got a ledge that's higher than you'll be able to originally jump or parkour, you will jump up and make the climb. Sleek runner, again another passive skill, it just makes you faster at tricky obstacles, slopes, balance boards, climbing pipes, walls, openings, etc. Again, better and faster parkour. And moving on from that one, slide. This is another skill, so as you see on the screen, just slide tackle or just slide underneath obstacles. If you're doing a chase or etc., chasing someone, then you'll be able to slide under them. Go from now on, slide jump. This is a skill going from slide, so if you do a quick slide, you'll be able to jump immediately from the slide without losing any momentum. Stealth movement, another passive skill. Increase your overall speed and mobility while sneaking, gain the ability to perform crouch jump. So if you hold shift from crouch, you'll jump. I think it doesn't show in the video. And obviously I haven't unlocked it yet, so I don't know. Now we got crowd runner, run through a group of enemies without losing any momentum and lowering the damage you receive. So this is a lot like the bash ability, whatever that was. I think it was over here. I don't remember where that was. Anyway, there we go, bash. So bash through obstacles and enemies without stopping. So much like that, you will plow through a group of enemies without losing any momentum, lowering any damage you receive from the enemies. And yeah, I'm guessing it's a passive skill to that or a separate skill, I'm not sure. You will press a different button while doing it, so I don't know what happens if you press them both. That'd be exciting to see. Tic Tac, wall running. Now everyone is very excited for this during this game. Obviously jumping onto a surface and running alongside it. It's a surface that is vertical in that standard. So very excited for that. Wall run. This is running up a wall rather than across it. So you see in this video he's running across a wall, and this one he is running up one. So that's just, yes, to be able to run vertically, horizontally up a wall rather than vertically on a wall. Wall run jump. So this one is essentially a add-on to wall run. Running horizontally on a wall, you'll run up the wall, and as you reach the end of the momentum on the wall, you will jump and be able to jump to higher heights. Wall combo. Now this one is obviously the expert level of wall run. Or yeah, the wall run. You will run from wall to wall, keeping momentum, and getting to your targets easier. So as you see here, he's running from a wall, and then he jumps to another wall, and he keeps his momentum and is able to reach his destination a lot smoother. So that is a rundown of all the skills you will get in Dying Light 2 Stay Human. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much.